On the third day of cruising the Eastern Caribbean, the Celebrity Silhouette pulled into San Juan, Puerto Rico. This was our second visit to the island. On our first visit, we thoroughly enjoyed strolling the historic Old San Juan. Check out the videos of that first tour on my channel. The links are in the description box. On this trip, we took a long walk along the seawall of Paseo de La Princesa on our way to Castillo San Felipe del Morro, where we spent some time walking around the barracks and fortress wall, and then afterwards a leisurely stroll of Old San Juan. If you're new to my channel, we're two Canadians taking a short break from winter by booking the Celebrity Silhouette 10-night cruise of the Eastern Caribbean out of Miami. Join us on this journey as we seek a bit of sun and warmth at the various ports that Celebrity Silhouette will be visiting.
San Juan,
Puerto Rico.
here we are. Another beautiful day is what we expect. This is what we came for. We're just going to enjoy. We're going to take a little walk around today, take it easy, and just enjoy it.
Upon leaving the cruise ship dock terminal, we turned left on the Calle Marina Promenade and continued walking along Paseo de La Princesa, which dates back to 1853. We were approaching the fountain Fuente Raíces. Raíces translate to roots, and the fountain represents the roots of Puerto Rican culture, which is made up of native Taínos, Spaniards, and Africans. Looking up is La Fortaleza, the governor's mansion, the official residence of the governor of Puerto Rico. It was built between 1533 and 1540 to defend the harbor of San Juan. On the left is the glittering waters of San Juan Bay. From Paseo de la Princesa, one can truly appreciate the scale of the old city walls. From here, we entered Old San Juan at the red entrance of La Puerta de San Juan Gate, the historic door where Spaniards entered the city after a long sail to the island. The views from the Plaza La Ragotiva is stunning, with the La Ragotiva sculpture taking center stage. From here, we continued our walk towards Castillo San Felipe del Morro up on the headland. A little bit of history about this massive fortification. Spain built it to guard San Juan's harbor. Puerto Rico was the first major island with fresh water that ships encountered as they sailed west from Europe. The nation that controlled the deep water port of San Juan could protect merchant ships and send warships out to control shipping to and from the Caribbean. Spain built El Morro over a span of 250 years. El Morro means the headland, a high point of land that extends into a body of water. The oldest part, a tower that still stands deep within the fort, was built in 1539. By 1790, El Morro looked similar to the way it does now.
This structure over here, we don't exactly know what it is, but we went inside. It's very narrow, maybe 2 feet wide, just a little bit over. And it's got a very thick walls and a very thick roof. It could have been maybe just a storage of gunpowder and armament. Not sure. We'll look it up later on. Maybe the description of the guide will tell us something. You can see it's got an earthen roof, so if any artillery from the outside would hit it, it'd be well protected.
Artillerymen stacked the storeroom with ammunition and barrels of gunpowder. So it's called the gunpowder magazine.
Can I take any of this? No, I can't find any of this. This must have been for the officers.
And this is where they also dine.
Yeah, and this is where the potties. A little storage area up above.
El Morro has 6 levels. After checking out the top levels, we made our way down to the Santa Barbara Battery Level 4. Level 4 is the main gun deck named after Saint Barbara, the patron saint of artillerymen. Or the soldiers.
To push up the cannons, bring it down.
It was designed to fire cannon at enemy ships in the harbor entrance. The Santa Barbara Battery became the main battery with 37 cannon, supported by other gun emplacement at the lower level as well as at the higher level. From this level, we can look down over the walls to the Water Battery Level 1, designed for low trajectory cannon fire at the hulls of wooden ships.
2 types of observation points. This lookout point that was built by the Spanish, and then we have this here type that the Americans built during World War II. So this is a flat roof area, and they would always collect rainwater back in the days in the old castles, from what I've seen before. And this is probably, I'm assuming, part of their water collection system. There's little troughs that will connect all the way down to the edge of the building, and it'll go down some other trough, another trough right here. It'll probably be piped to some holding tank somewhere in case they had to be held up. If they were held up, had to be held up inside the fort for long periods of time. They would always have water.
Paolo's intuition was correct. As we read later, there were 3 cisterns under the main plaza capable of collecting 216,000 gallons of rainwater. We walked down towards Level 2, the oldest part of the fortification. The walls here date back to 1539. But Spain wanted to fortify the city's harbor entrance, so a circular tower was designed and built to hold 4 cannon overlooking the channel mouth. You can see the 3 original gun ports embedded in the wall around us. In the 17th century, the fortification continued to grow. Eventually, the massive fortress engulfed the original tower. Unfortunately, the stairs leading down to the water battery level 1 was locked. So we retraced our steps and explored other areas of El Morro. The circular staircase was strategically located to provide soldiers quick access between the levels of the fortification. It feels like El Morro's last active fight occurred during the 1898 Spanish-American War. Spanish rule of the island ended then, with Puerto Rico being given to the United States. After our tour of Castillo San Felipe del Morro, we meandered around the historic center, enjoying the sight of the colorful buildings. The old world charm of San Juan is due to its history, culture, and people. No wonder this port is one of our favorites of the cruise. So it's hot and it's humid. The sun is beating down. Then it was time to board the ship again for the next destination. As I leave you with scenes of the entertainment on the Celebrity Silhouette, I just want to say thank you for watching. And keep an eye out for the next destination of the cruise in the next episode. I put out videos of my sailing and travel adventures. If this interests you, tap on the subscribe button and the bell to be notified of the next one. For now, fair winds to all.